how to become a great manager. There are so many people who have written about it. You can find many articles, blogs, videos on this topic, and they are all extremely useful. And the fact is that all of us want to become great managers. We want to become successful in our careers. So in this video today, I am going to share with you my personal experience, what has worked for me in becoming a great manager. I want to talk about the 5 principles that I have followed in my career and which have really helped me in growing fast, in becoming a great manager, and which has really supported me in reaching where I am today. So watch this video completely to learn these 5 principles, which could be extremely useful from your perspective also, and which can really help you in becoming a great manager. Hi, my name is Anjani Kuumar and welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do consider subscribing to get benefited by these kind of videos which I keep posting on regular basis. So let's start our discussion around the 5 principles that have helped me in my career in becoming a great manager. Now, the first and foremost principle that I have always followed is lead by example. Now, you would say that this is a very normal thing which we keep hearing in the corporate world, that all the leaders should lead by example. But in reality, what does it mean? What actually you need to do for being considered a leader or a manager who leads by example? Now, what I have always done is whatever I would say or whatever I would tell my teams, my people to do, I would personally live by those values. Because the tendency in corporate world is that if you have a managerial chair, you're supposed to give directions. You're supposed to talk about things which your people should do. And the tendency is that when you have that position of power, you typically start giving directions and not necessarily you yourself follow everything what you preach. Now, it is very important to follow everything what you tell your people to do. The first and foremost thing that you need to do is to be hands-on. You should be able to perform every task that you want even your junior most team members to do. You should know how that task is to be performed. And I have always followed that. Even when I was a vice president of HR in Sony, I would even at times go and print out appointment letters for new candidates. And that would actually help me get a lot of respect from my people. I would even use the employee data management system and input data for some employees at some points. So these are some of the things through which you can really lead by example. You can really display to your people that you know everything. You are extremely hands-on, and whenever there is a need, you can perform every task. If I would tell people to come to office on time, I would be the first to reach the office on those particular days. That's extremely important. So the first principle that I always advise people to become great managers is lead by example. Try to do everything what you tell others to do, because if you don't do that, you have no right to direct other people to perform the same tasks, same activities. Lead by example. The second principle that I have always followed is hire people who are better than you. Now, this is a very controversial kind of a topic, kind of a discussion, because normally I have seen the tendency is you hire people whom you can manage easily. That's the tendency that people have. That doesn't work. Because if you want to become a great manager, you need to hire great people. You need to hire people who can tomorrow challenge you as well, because that helps you in keep growing in your career as well. Because you know that you have so many bright people around who at some point in time would like to take your seat. So unless you move up and vacate your seat, they would not be able to grow. They will not remain with you. So that's what actually keep the whole momentum going. That's what keep the whole action going within your teams, where you are also aspiring to grow and you are allowing enough headroom for your people to have to grow. Because with great people, you will be able to learn much more. And if you are able to again display things, display behaviors which inspire those people, then definitely you will be respected and you will be able to grow even faster. So always hire people who are better than you, who can challenge you. And I have always followed that principle. Many of the people who have worked under me have grown to become the leaders in various fields, and they have displayed enormous performance, they have displayed enormous capability, and that's how they have been able to achieve some of the positions, some of the levels in the corporate world which other people envy. So in fact, even today, people want to be a part of my team because they know that I always hire great people, and if they work with me as a part of my team, they will have a bright future. So that's why you should always hire people who are better than you. The third principle that I always follow is I keep challenging myself and my teams with extremely demanding tasks always, because with great teams, you have this whole problem of things getting done very fast. They are able to do things very quickly, and then sometimes they get into complacency, they get into a comfort zone because they are good, they are able to perform their regular duties very fast, and there is nothing more to do. So that's why as a leader, as a great manager, you need to have this ability to keep challenging them on regular basis, even to keep challenging yourself on regular basis. Never get into this problem of getting into the comfort zone. There should not be any feeling of even getting into a comfort zone, because if you keep challenging yourself, if you keep challenging your teams, there is a consistent momentum, which I said earlier also, gets built within the team. All you guys keep achieving more and more. You keep raising the bar. That's the beauty of being a part of a great team and becoming a great manager. Great managers always set very high benchmarks for their teams. Great managers always push their teams to achieve more and more. Great managers always demand more from themselves and their teams. And that's why if you want to become a great manager, you have to follow this particular principle. It has really helped me tremendously in my career, and even all the people who have worked with me, because even when there was no expectation from our company or our bosses to achieve many things, we kept doing more and more every time, every month, every quarter, every year. And that's how we could create a great story every time. So if you want to become a great manager, this is one principle you must follow. You must keep raising the bar. That's the right way to keep growing in your career and allowing your team members also to grow in their careers. So great managers always are extremely demanding on themselves and their teams. The fourth principle that I have always followed is being genuine in my interactions with my team members. Great managers are always honest as far as their interactions are concerned with their team members. So if there is a concern which I express with my team members, that is always genuine. If there are times when I am upset about things, they very well understand just by small indication that I give them. So if you have this genuine interactions with your team members, that is extremely helpful. People understand that they have a boss who is not playing politics, who is not playing games, and then they perform their best. So that's why as a manager, you need to be honest, you need to be straight in your communication, and you need to have this genuine feeling towards themselves, even towards their growth, in terms of getting them good increments, promotions, everything. So if this genuine interaction is there, if this honest interaction is there, then you are able to build a great team. Because many a times I have seen that managers suffer on this count. Their team members don't feel that they have enough transparency within the team as far as the communication is concerned. They feel that there is some other agenda which is getting driven. So that's why it's extremely important that there should be a complete, transparent, honest and genuine interaction between the manager and team members. And that's how you will be able to become a great manager. You will be able to establish a great team, and you will become successful in your life, in your career. And the final principle that I have always followed is not to become selfish as far as the career and growth of my team members are concerned. Remember, if you have great people working for you, everybody would like to have them within the organization, outside the organization. So they will keep getting offers from other departments, from other companies. Everybody would like to have them. And there are many times when I feel that managers become extremely protective of their own people. They become insecure also that if I lose this person, my work will suffer. This is not one thing that great managers follow. Great managers take extreme pride in letting their people go and do well in their careers. That's how they build their tribe. That's how they build their followers. That's how they get more good people within their teams. That's how they create that attraction for people to work in their teams. Great managers are always talent magnets, and that's what you should try to become. And you can never become a talent magnet if you don't allow the talent to flow outside and flourish. That's one extremely important trait that you must have as a great manager. I have always allowed people to leave from my teams. In fact, there are many times when people have come to me to speak about opportunities outside and feeling that I'll get upset. But when the conversation was only a few minutes or few seconds where I have always wished them the very best, they went back, felt extremely delighted. Always allow your people to become your brand ambassadors outside. That's the way great managers grow their tribe. That's the way great managers support talent growth. And that's how the great managers keep attracting great talent within their teams. So the fifth principle to follow is don't become insecure about the talent within your team. Don't become selfish. Allow your talent to grow, whether inside your team, inside your organization, or even outside your organization. That's absolutely fine. That gives you the opportunity to groom more and more people. That gives you the opportunity to work with more great minds. And that's why as a great manager, you must follow this principle. So you would have realized that by following these 5 principles, you can really make a great difference in the way you get perceived by your team members, in the way you can establish yourself as a great manager. In my career, these 5 principles have really helped me grow very fast. These 5 principles have really helped me in building great teams wherever I have worked. And today, after so many years, I have a huge tribe of people who have at some point or other in their careers have worked with me. They still remember me. They still come to me for career advice. They still are my brand ambassadors. And that's how I have been able to establish myself in the industry as a great manager. So follow these 5 principles and they could really make a big difference to your career growth, to your ability to position yourself as a great manager. And ultimately, if you become a great manager, you become successful in your life, in your career. So if you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with family and friends. And if you have any suggestions, any comments, put them in the comment section. I'll answer them personally. And now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, thank you very much for watching.